guys, thank you very much for downloading the ABC program. So all those exercises are designed to help to strengthen your core from the deep inner muscles to more superficial outer muscles. So I'm going to send through a really quick ab exercise that helps to incorporate all of those three exercises you've learnt on the first day. So your bridging chest lift and dead bugs. So we're going to jump right into it. You're going to lie onto your back and we're going to find our neutral spine. So this is what I spoke about in the program. Your tailbone's nice and heavy. You've got a gap between the small of your back and the floor, and just find width across your chest. From here, I want you to take a nice deep inhale breath. So you're inhaling through the nose, expanding your rib cage out wide to the side. As you begin to exhale through the mouth, I want you to imprint the small of your back into the floor. I want you to start to peel your tailbone off, press evenly through both heels, lift your hips up towards the ceiling, have a slight squeeze through your glutes, and then start to lower yourself down one vertebrae at a time. So imagine you're crumbling through the spine. And again, inhaling here, taking that nice deep belly breath. Exhale, let's start to imprint the small of your back onto the floor, press evenly through both heels, lift the hips up, press through the backs of the arms, so you're engaging through the arms as well. Belly button's drawing to your spine, lower yourself down one vertebrae at a time. And again, exhaling, start to imprint your spine, peeling your tailbone off, lifting up your hips, and then lowering yourself down one vertebrae at a time. This one's a nice warm up, and it starts to engage your deep abdominal muscles to enable that pelvic tilt, and then you're pressing through the heels evenly, lifting the hips up, and then lower yourself down one vertebrae at a time. Nice, guys. Once your tailbone is released, so you're back in that neutral spine position, I want you to take another deep inhale breath here. As you exhale, we're going to start to float our right leg into tabletop, so our dead bugs. Inhaling to lower, exhaling, we're alternating legs. Inhaling to lower down, exhaling, float your right leg up. So the aim of dead bugs is to be able to do this without letting your pelvis rock from side to side. So it looks easy, but you need to have a lot of abdominal strength to be able to do that. You can always place your hands onto your hips so that way you can feel if one side's rocking back and forth. Belly button's drawing to your spine, and I want you to switch your pelvic floor on. So that's a sensation of holding a wee. Exhaling and then inhaling. Once you switch on your pelvic floor and you draw your belly button to your spine, you start to wake up your deep abdominal muscles. So this one you don't really feel that much. It's more your really deep abdominal muscles, which are your transverse abdominal muscles, and they act as a belt that wraps around the spine and helps to support your pelvis and your core, your back, all of those things. One more here. Exhaling, start to float the leg into tabletop. Inhale, lower down. Now we're going to advance this. So start to float both legs into tabletop. I want you to inhale here. As you do that, you're going to arc your right leg away from you. As you exhale, you're going to float it into tabletop. Inhale, arc your left leg away. Exhale, floating it back. Using your breath, you're alternating legs here. Now you start to feel this more through your lower abdominal muscles. So right across underneath your belly button. Using your breath, you can place your hands back by your side. Inhaling and then exhaling. If you'd like to make this more challenging, you can bring both hands up towards the ceiling. Just make sure that your backs of your ribs are engaged onto the floor and your belly button's drawing away from your pant line. You're nice and strong. You can always bring your hands back by your side. One more either side. If you would like to advance this even more, you've got your double leg toe tap. So both legs are arcing away, both legs are floating back up. But the most important part is to be able to do this without letting your pelvis tilt back and forth. Inhale to arc away, exhale to draw back through tabletop. Work through your deep abdominal muscles here, using your breath. If it ever gets too much, arcing it all the way down to the floor, you can always come halfway with the legs like this, or you can come back into your single leg toe taps like we were doing before. 3 more like this. Inhaling, exhaling, drawing back. You've got 2. using your breath. And you've got your last one here, exhaling, lifting up, and then I want you to lower your legs back down. So your feet are nice and heavy, they're hip width apart. You're going to interlace your fingertips together. You're going to wrap your hands behind your head, elbows out nice and wide, keep your tailbone heavy. You're going to exhale, scoop up through the head, neck and shoulders, draw your gaze in between your thighs. Inhale to lower yourself down. Exhaling, scooping up. You're coming into your chest lift here. So belly button's drawing away from your pant line. And I want you to feel like you're drawing the tips of your shoulder blades off of that floor. Inhaling, exhaling, just scoop up that little bit higher using your breath. You've got 3 more like this. It's only a little movement. You've got 2. Feet are nice and heavy. And you've got your last one here. We're going to add on to this one. As you exhale, you're going to scoop up through the head, neck and shoulders. Reach both hands behind your legs. Pull yourself up just a centimetre or 2. I want you to hold yourself here as you begin to float your hands behind your head. Lower yourself down. Exhaling, scooping up. Reach your hands behind your thighs. Peel yourself up that little bit higher. Float your hands behind the head without dropping the upper body. Then lower yourself down. Exhaling, scooping up. You're really going to start to feel this through your upper abdominals. I can guarantee. Using your breath here, it starts to kick in right about now. Reaching the hands behind the legs, floating the hands behind the head. Lower yourself down, keeping that nice neutral spine. Floating the hands behind the head, lowering yourselves down. You've got 3 more like this. Belly button's drawing to your spine. You've got 2 more here. Exhaling, scooping up. Lifting up that little bit higher. And you've got your last one here. Exhaling, floating your hands behind the legs, lifting up that little bit higher. Float the hands behind your head, lower yourself down. Floating your legs into tabletop. We're going to connect your legs together. We're coming into our crisscross. So exhale, scoop yourself up through the head, neck and shoulders. With your left elbow, I want you to reach it over to your right knee as you extend your left leg out long. Come back through center, alternate to the other side. Inhaling, exhaling. So I want you to feel like you're reaching your armpit over to your opposite knee here. Using your breath. Exhaling and then inhaling. The lower that you send your leg that's extended, the more challenging it is on your lower abdominals, but you almost just want to send it out so it becomes in line with your head. So no lower than that. Exhaling and then inhaling. Here we go. We've got 6 more before we're going to finish with 10 quick ones. For 4, we've got 3, almost there, 2 more here. Last one, we're going for 10 quick ones. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower yourself down. Now you should be feeling that through your whole abdominals. I hope you enjoyed part 1. I'll be back with part 2.